So, Ezra is pleading not guilty, so that's how it's going to go. Well, pretty sure we all know how it's going to go. Well, I'll get back to Orange Hat Reviews, folks. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Ezra Miller pleads not guilty to felony burglary charges. Flash star faces 26 years in Vermont prison if convicted. Now, I am not a legal expert, but I do have some know-how on how sentencing works. They take into consideration certain things like, have you broken the law before, and have you been convicted before of any crimes. Well, if he is, say, convicted of the burglary charges, he could face the 26 years with a competent judge, or if it is a sympathetic judge, they will do their best to knock it down to a slap on the wrist and a little bit of probation. But anyway, let's get into this article from Deadline here. This article's hours old, like not even 3 hour or 5 hours old. Wow. So yeah, the Flash star Ezra Miller pleaded not guilty to felony burglary charges this morning in Vermont. Allowed to appear remotely early Monday for the session in the criminal division of the Green Mountain State Superior Court, Miller was told to stay away from the neighbor whose home he entered earlier this year. It's essentially a protection order, folks. Along with neighbor Isaac Winkor, Miller was also prohibited from interacting with another Vermont resident, Aiden Early, as conditions of their release. His release. Miller faces a maximum of 26 years behind bars, as well as over $2,000 in fines if found guilty of the charges stemming from the spring incident, which entailed stealing 3 bottles of liquor, gin, vodka, and rum from Winkor's pantry. In a jovial and chipper mood Monday morning, the casually dressed actor will have to return to court per Superior Court Judge Carrie A. McDonald, Katie, virtually or in person at a determined future date for more proceedings in this matter. With more than a few pennies potentially on the line for Warner Brothers Pictures and the studio's long-awaited $200 million budgeted The Flash flick out next year, the non-binary identifying Miller agreed to 5 overall conditions. The most pressing being that the actor can't have any contact with Isaac Winkor or Aiden Early, either by phone, in person, email, text, posting on social media, and can't abuse or harass them as well. So yes, that is a standard protection order decree. We agree to those conditions, said Miller's attorney, Lisa Selkrit, who sat with the actor in her Burlington, Vermont office. In response to those conditions, Miller told the judge, "I do understand." In an early August release, now by all accounts scrubbed from the Vermont State Police website, the cops said, as a result of an investigation that included surveillance videos and statements, probable cause was found to charge Ezra Miller with the offense of felony burglary in an unoccupied dwelling, claiming he was in the house that wasn't his to look for ingredients for a recipe for his mother. The actor was also hit with a misdemeanor charge of petty larceny over a trio of stolen booze bottles. Well, if those, I don't know the levels that determine petty or grand, but yeah, it must have been very cheap booze. Now, just over 2 months later, Miller said he was suffering complex mental health issues. We already know all that. And we already know about all the other stuff that he has done, terrorizing women across 4 countries, England, Iceland, United States, Berlin, Germany. Yeah. We know all of this. This is only just going over all of that. And he also apologized, which he didn't mean, because he was absolutely, or he was only concerned as soon as the show, or as soon as it was possible that his movie was going to be canceled completely. Also, he didn't care about the bad press he was getting. So his whole apology was bunk, and I will still maintain that. Anyway, folks, as for if he is found guilty, I don't think they will give him 26 years. We all know that celebrities are treated very differently from ordinary citizens in the United States, and I find that to be extremely reprehensible. I think that they should be held to a higher standard, as they have celebrity status and higher influence. I do not believe that that influence should somehow dictate or influence a lighter sentence. In fact, I believe they should be held to the full extent of the law. If he is found guilty, I hope they do give him significant jail time, or in this case, prison time. And I do believe he needs to be put in prison. Ezra Miller broke the law. In this, they have video evidence of him, or proof of him doing so. As for the other allegations, due process is needed. Hopefully in time that will all be resolved. But I do believe that Ezra Miller needs to do time for the crimes he has committed that are provable. As for the crimes that are currently in flux and awaiting trial and whatnot, I hope that proof is brought forward, because Ezra Miller is allegedly terrorizing women, assaulting women, choking women, possibly even grooming underage women. I'm going to say allegedly, folks. This is, I have been reminded that due process is a thing, and I should stand by it, considering how I've been Me Too'd in the past. Anyway, folks, yes, Ezra Miller has a lot of crap going on, and I hope that he is found guilty, and I do hope that he is held to the fullest extent of the law, because the thing is, he has been using his transgender non-binary to play victim. I'm hoping that the public and that the courts know this going in, and I hope that the judge, I'm hoping she is indeed very competent in her career, and she will tell him, look, you have used your gender identity to try to play victim several times. You are a subject of high controversy. None of that will play in this courtroom. Anything that is not relevant to this case will be tried or will be excluded from this courtroom. The charges you are facing are for the burglary here. But we are going to take your celebrity status, your controversy, and your demeanor in this courtroom, and we will determine afterward what will happen if you are indeed found guilty. But you will be held to a higher standard, because you seem to think that your celebrity status will not, or will somehow play into a lighter sentence. I'm hoping a judge will have the balls to frickin' do that. Or, if they're female, have the, well, you know what I mean. Have the courage to stand up and hold celebrities to higher standards. They need to be. They need to be shown that they can't get away with things just because they're rich. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of Ezra Miller and this? Do you think he should do 26 years if he is found guilty? Or do you think that he should get the slap on the wrist because of his celebrity status? It really is one or the other in this case. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.